Imagine this. You're in your late 60s or early 70s. You're eating right, taking your meds, even walking daily, but something's off. You feel slower, weaker. Your confidence just isn't what it used to be. Maybe you've chalked it up to aging. But what if I told you there's a hidden reason almost no one talks about? A simple imbalance in your body that might be quietly draining your energy, your strength, and even your desire. Here's the big question. Why do you feel slower, weaker, less confident, even when you're doing everything right? The answer may be more trivial and more fixable than you think. It all comes down to something called body acidity. As we age, our body's ability to neutralize excess acid declines. And this seemingly small shift can affect everything from your circulation and joint comfort to your sexual function and mental clarity. But here's the good news. There's a simple, safe, and natural solution that's been hiding in your kitchen cabinet all along. In this video, I'll reveal how sodium bicarbonate, or plain baking soda, can help older men rebalance their bodies, improve their vitality, and reclaim that sense of energy and masculinity. We'll explore the science, the right way to use it, and one amazing combination that helps many men feel results in less than a week. So stick with me, especially to the end, because the truth about your health might be simpler than you ever imagined. I'm Dr. William, a retired urologist and men's health specialist. For over 25 years, I dedicated my life to helping older men stay strong, sexually active, and mentally sharp without jumping straight to pills or surgery. I'm originally from Michigan, and though I've stepped away from the clinic, I haven't stopped caring. Now, I speak directly to you, the man over 60 who still wants to live fully, love deeply, and feel like himself again. And today, I'm going to show you something powerful, a mega tool that you already have at home. It's safe, simple, and when used the right way, it can help your body fight fatigue, improve circulation, and yes, even boost sexual vitality. But before I explain how to use it, let me give you a serious warning. Right now, your body may be silently shifting in a way that leaves you vulnerable. Increased acidity can slowly rob your strength, damage your blood vessels, and interfere with testosterone. You won't notice it at first, until one day you realize you're not bouncing back like you used to. That's not just aging, that's imbalance. And it's fixable. Stick with me for just a few more minutes, because what you're about to learn could change everything. And while you're here, drop a comment below and tell us where you're watching from. I want to know who's with me on this journey. Whether you're tuning in from Florida, Texas, or even overseas, let's connect. You're not alone, and this community of older men is growing stronger every day. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed your skin looking duller, your energy slipping, or maybe your confidence just isn't what it used to be, especially in the bedroom? Most men don't realize this, but as we age, our bodies naturally become more acidic inside. This isn't about diet alone. It's a slow, internal shift that affects every major system in the body. And yes, that includes your sexual performance. When your pH balance tips toward acidity, it interferes with how your blood flows. Blood thickens just enough to reduce oxygen delivery. Toxins build up faster than your body can eliminate them. Circulation weakens, especially in the areas where strong blood flow matters most for men. And here's the brutal truth. Poor circulation equals poor erections. You may still feel desire, but your body doesn't follow. That's not a lack of will. That's a sign of a system struggling under acidic pressure. I've seen this again and again in men over 60. First, they notice slower arousal. Then erections don't last. Then they start avoiding intimacy altogether. Not because they don't care, but because they're quietly ashamed. And no one is telling them why it's happening. One of my patients, Sam, 71, came to me with a whisper, "Doc, I still love my wife, but I just don't feel the same. It's like the spark is gone." His energy was low. His face looked tired. And sex? It's like my body forgot how. We tested his internal pH. Acidic, significantly so. No major illnesses, no dangerous diseases. Just a body overwhelmed by silent imbalance. Once we gently corrected his pH using a simple home remedy, something I'll share with you shortly, the changes were undeniable. His energy came back. He slept deeper. And yes, his erections returned. Stronger, more dependable, and with them, his confidence. You see, it's not always testosterone. It's not always your age. Sometimes the biggest thing standing between you and the man you used to be is acid. Stick with me because next, I'll show you exactly how baking soda, that ordinary kitchen item, can help reverse internal acidification, boost blood flow, and bring you back to life, in every sense of the word. Now let's talk about the tool hiding in plain sight, one of the most overlooked remedies in men's health, baking soda. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is a natural alkaline agent. That means it helps neutralize excess acid in your body and bring your internal pH back into balance. And when that balance is restored, your body starts working with you instead of against you. As acidity drops, something powerful happens. Blood becomes thinner and more efficient, improving circulation and delivering oxygen more effectively throughout your body, including where men need it most. For many men, that means better energy and stronger, more reliable erections. Because here's the truth. Your performance in bed doesn't start in your pants, it starts in your blood. Without clean, efficient circulation, you can't achieve or maintain the kind of erections you had years ago. But when blood can flow freely again, confidence, sensation, and stamina begin to return. The action is gentle. You won't feel a jolt like with caffeine or pills. It's more like a fog lifting from your system. Your thinking clears. Your mood lifts. You start to notice mornings feel easier and nights more connected. I'll never forget Raymond, 68, divorced, living alone, and convinced his best days were behind him. He was exhausted, disinterested in intimacy, and quietly grieving the man he used to be. After we identified his acidic imbalance, I suggested he try a simple, regular dose of baking soda and water. Nothing extreme, just a daily habit. Within weeks, his face looked brighter. His posture changed. But most importantly, he said, "Doc, I woke up with a morning erection for the first time in years. I didn't think that was possible anymore." And that's the power of pH. Coming up, I'll show you exactly how to use baking soda the right way, including the timing, dosage, and what to avoid, so you can feel results safely and naturally. Stick with me. The best part is just ahead. Let's be clear about something. If your blood isn't flowing, nothing in your body works the way it should. Not your heart, not your brain, and definitely not your performance in bed. Blood circulation is the foundation of your health. It feeds every organ, every muscle, and yes, it fuels your erections. Without healthy circulation, you can't maintain intimacy, stamina, or the kind of energy that makes you feel like a man. Symptoms of poor blood flow are everywhere. Cold hands and feet, brain fog, constant fatigue, and that dreaded sense of failure when things don't work below the belt. But here's where baking soda steps in and why it's such a game changer. When taken properly, baking soda helps your body produce more nitric oxide, a natural compound that relaxes and expands blood vessels. This allows blood to flow more freely, especially into the lower body, where men need it most for strong, sustained erections. When circulation improves, so does oxygen delivery. Your muscles recover faster, your brain clears, and most importantly, your bedroom performance gets a major upgrade. I'm talking firmer, longer-lasting erections and the return of that inner confidence you thought was gone. And yes, if you follow all the instructions I'll share, you can feel results fast, in some cases as soon as 1 week. Take George, 74, a good man, once full of life, who came to me tired, withdrawn, and struggling with intimacy. We adjusted his daily routine and introduced a small, regular dose of baking soda. 7 days later, he came back smiling. "Doc," he said, "I felt like steel again. I didn't think I had that kind of power left in me." And he's not alone. Thousands of men are rediscovering their strength, their stamina, and their spark, naturally. In the next section, I'll walk you through the exact method I recommend, how much soda, when to take it, what to avoid, and one extra tip that supercharges the effects. Stay with me, because we're about to bring the man you used to be back to life. Let's talk about two things most older men quietly miss: physical endurance and sexual confidence. And the strange part? They're more connected than you think. As we age, our muscles struggle more with something called lactic acid buildup. That's what causes the soreness, stiffness, and fatigue you feel after even light activity. Climbing stairs feels harder. Walking makes your legs ache. And after intimacy, forget it. The recovery takes days. Here's the beauty of baking soda. It doesn't just help your blood, it actually neutralizes excess lactic acid, helping your muscles recover faster. That means less pain, more freedom, and the ability to stay active without feeling like you've run a marathon. Take James, a retired carpenter in his early 70s. He came to me frustrated that he couldn't even walk through the park without his legs cramping up. We added a simple baking soda protocol. 2 weeks later, he was walking daily, no pain, no cramping, and a look of pride on his face that said it all. Now let's talk about something even more personal: your sexual power. Getting older does not mean the end of your potency. But here's the truth most men aren't told. Your penis is a vascular organ, and the smallest blood vessels in your body are found there. That makes them the first to suffer when circulation weakens. So if you've been told it's just your testosterone, think again. Many times, the real problem is clogged, inflamed blood vessels, not hormones. Baking soda steps in to reduce internal inflammation and boost microcirculation, especially in those delicate, vital areas. Better blood flow means stronger erections, more stamina, and a return to the confidence you once felt. One of my patients, Walter, 69, a retired engineer, said it best: "I didn't need a blue pill. I needed circulation." After 2 weeks of using your method, I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, my dignity has been restored. This is the real power of a balanced body. Not just more energy, but the return of your identity. In the next section, I'll show you the step-by-step instructions, exact dosage, timing, and a powerful tip to double your results. Don't go anywhere. The transformation begins here. Now, let's get practical. You've heard the stories, you've seen the science, but how do you actually use baking soda in a way that supports your health, circulation, and vitality without overdoing it? First, remember this golden rule: less is better. You don't need to flood your system. In fact, using too much can backfire. Start simple. Just 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda stirred into a glass of water. Take it on an empty stomach, ideally first thing in the morning or 2 hours after a meal, and limit it to 2 to 3 times per week. That's enough to gently alkalize the body without interfering with digestion or mineral balance. This small, consistent habit can create powerful results: more energy, smoother digestion, clearer skin, and for many men, a noticeable lift in physical and sexual vitality. But the benefits don't stop there. Baking soda also works wonders externally. Foot baths are a favorite among my older patients. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of baking soda to warm water. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes. It helps draw out toxins, ease inflammation, and relax tired legs. Some even sleep better afterward. And for the face, a gentle baking soda mask, mixed with a little water or honey, can exfoliate, reduce redness, and bring back that healthy, rested look that often fades with age. Changes may feel subtle at first. A bit more energy in the morning, less bloating after meals, warmer hands and feet. But give it time. Within a few weeks, most men report clearer thinking, more reliable performance in bed, and a quiet return of something priceless: confidence. Stick around. This is where the magic happens. Before you rush to your kitchen, let's talk about something just as important as the solution: how to use it safely. Because while baking soda can be powerful, misusing it can do more harm than good. One of the biggest mistakes older men make is taking too much. More doesn't mean better. In fact, it often means trouble. Overdoing it can lead to bloating, fatigue, and unnecessary strain on your kidneys, especially if you're over 60 and already managing other health conditions. That's why I stress the importance of taking breaks. Baking soda is not something to take every day like a multivitamin. Use it 2 or 3 times per week, with days in between to let your body rest and adjust. And if you're currently taking medications, especially for blood pressure, kidney function, or acid reflux, always check with your doctor first. Not because baking soda is dangerous, but because interactions matter. Your health isn't a guessing game. Remember, the danger isn't in the baking soda, it's in the misuse. Treat it with the same respect you would any other powerful health tool. Follow the proper dosage. Listen to your body. Start slow and steady, just like you would with a new workout. Used correctly, baking soda can help restore your pH, improve your performance, and bring back a vitality you thought was gone. Used carelessly, it can throw off your balance. Stay tuned. The best is still to come. Now that you understand the why and the how, let me introduce you to something I've quietly shared with my older patients for years, the 7 days to recovery protocol. This isn't a strict routine. It's a gentle, stress-free way to support your body and restore your energy without overwhelming your system. You'll use baking soda just a few days per week, giving your body time to adjust, rest, and respond. Pair it with simple morning habits that enhance the benefits. A short foot bath to draw out toxins and ease the nervous system. Breathing exercises to increase oxygen and lower blood pressure. Light movement, a walk, gentle stretches, even just getting sunlight on your face. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. And after a few days, most men feel the shift. One of my patients, Earl, 70, retired bus driver, said something that stuck with me. I used to dread mornings. Now I look forward to them. It's like my body's waking up again. And that's the secret. Baking soda isn't a miracle pill. It's a reminder, a nudge to your body that it still knows how to heal, circulate, and perform. Sometimes all it needs is the right environment. Stick with this for 1 week, and you may be surprised by what returns. Better sleep, brighter skin, more energy, and for many men, stronger, more dependable erections without pills or pressure. Stay with me. We're almost there. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one powerful truth. Your body is not broken. You're not too old. And this isn't the end. What we often call aging is, in many cases, the result of accumulated stress, poor circulation, inflammation, and years of silent shame about things we were never taught to understand, especially when it comes to our masculinity, our energy, and our performance. But that changes today. Baking soda is just a tool, a simple, natural way to support your body's ability to recover, rebalance, and rebuild. The real power? That comes from you, from your decision to start caring again, from choosing presence over withdrawal, curiosity over fear. You're not trying to become someone you were 30 years ago. You're becoming the man you were always meant to be, strong, wise, and fully alive. If this message resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Type in the comments where you're watching from, share your thoughts, and most importantly, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we're building a community of men who aren't giving up, we're leveling up. With simple, honest advice that respects your age, your body, and your dignity. Thank you for being here. And remember, it's never too late to feel good again.